So today is the day the Premier League starts for us. Today we've actually got a bit of a transfer special for you, so there's no games going to be today. We're just going to focus on transfers because bloody hell we need to. Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco. The Premier League awaits us, and for whatever reason, on the 11th of August it is deadline day. Not the end of August, for whatever reason. Not sure why it's changed, but it has changed, and now I am panicking. So I think the way we're going to structure this episode then is basically we'll take you through what transfers we have done, and then we'll sort of play through and see if we can get any more deals done, because as you'll be able to see, we do need them. Once again, you'll be pleased to know though that we have retained Liam Coyle for his fourth spell on loan? It will be his fourth spell on loan. He had 3 seasons in the Championship with us, and he's back to have a season in the Premiership with us on loan. So he's our captain, which is good in a way because he's good leadership and stuff, but not so good because he's constantly on loan, so he's not really a real Lincoln player. Doesn't matter though, because I love him to bits. I'd love to sign him, but Liverpool won't let me have him, so he's on loan once again. And so this is our transfer business thus far. We have spent £14 million on players and sold just over £500,000 worth of players, although we knew about Carl Howkins already, and James Duffy has gone out on loan to Luton. The first player that we brought in then was Mason Mount from Chelsea on a free transfer. Central midfielder, also attacking midfielder, player that we did need, but a very, very solid midfield centre player basically. He looks pretty decent to be fair. He should be alright. If we look through his stats, he's very good for the Premier League. He's played little bits at Chelsea and things like that. Played a bit on loan at Crystal Palace in the Premier League a few seasons ago, but didn't make a huge impact. So hopefully here he'll find his feet basically. A deal that we tried to do back in January of last season, Vlad Dragomir comes in as an attacking midfielder for us. He's going to be our main attacking midfield outlet this season. £450,000 was it from Arsenal? Just £400,000 from Arsenal. Comes in after barely playing a game for a number of seasons actually. So he should be raring to go, should be looking good this season. He's got good potential to be a decent Premier League player. We tried to get Luka Ilic in before him, but Luka Ilic just wouldn't want to come. So Vlad Dragomir was sort of the backup guy to come in. So he is the guy that comes in on a relatively cheap contract of £18,000 a week, which isn't too bad. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do this season. We have then spent a whopping £9.5 million on Ruben Garcia. That was his minimum fee release clause from Real Madrid, as you can see there. Played a little bit for Real Madrid B, made the odd appearance for Real Madrid themselves, but never really broke into any of their sides. Hopefully he will do it here though. He comes in as our best centre-back at the moment, I think. Got some really good stats, really good determination, which is great because he's got some really, really good potential. So hopefully he can realise that potential and become a world beater in the future, and especially at only 21 years old, he's got the opportunity to do that. As you can see though, yep, he is the best central defender at the club. Only one weakness, lack of team ethic, but I'm sure we can work on that. We're a very team and we work hard together. That's how we got promoted last season basically. But very well suited to the Premiership and can improve significantly in the future. So looking forward to seeing what Ruben Garcia can do. Now Brad Yeo comes in on loan from Manchester United, a left-sided winger but can play anywhere across that attacking midfield really. 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Should be a really, really solid player for us. Good teamwork, good pace, good crossing. He's got all the things that you need in a winger basically. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do this season. Comes in as a very, very well-rounded Premier League footballer and has recently spent time in Newcastle last season on loan. Didn't play too much, didn't play too well, but I reckon he's ready to make that step up now to the Premier League. And if he gets a run of games in our side, which we'll discuss, because he might not, we'll discuss that in a little bit, but we're going to have to find out if that even happens at some point. Declan Rice comes in for just under £500,000 from West Ham after spending a season on loan at Brentford in the Championship last year and played relatively okay. Not the best player, won't slot into our starting lineup. He may actually go out on loan somewhere, but I'm kind of hoping that he can sort of just be a backup for anywhere across the central defensive part of the park basically. So we're training him to be a more of a defender at the moment. We're working on that right now, but he's just meant to be sort of backup basically. Carl Darlow is going to be our first choice goalkeeper this season. Harold didn't quite make the step up to Premier League standard, so Carl Darlow comes in from Newcastle United. 3.5-star current ability, 31 years old, getting on a little bit, but Welsh international, and he should be alright for us. Came from Newcastle where he's played regularly there for some time now, so he knows how to play football. He's match fit and things like that, so he should be okay. He's just like the only one we could really get in that's Premier League quality that actually wanted to come to us. For a bit of cover at the back, Matthias Jorgensen has come in. 32-year-old Danish international comes in. Where did he come from actually? He came from Huddersfield for 2.4 million, where he's played relatively regularly there for a long time in the Championship. I reckon he was about ready to make that step up to the Premiership. I think he's always been a Premiership quality defender and has sort of wasted his time a little bit with Huddersfield in the Championship on this particular save. Obviously played the Premiership for a season in real life, but since then has sort of languished, and I think he should have had that step up earlier on. I reckon he's going to be a very decent player. He won't start ahead of Rashawn Williams. Rashawn Williams will start ahead of him, I think, because he's younger and got more potential, but he's a decent backup player that will be coming in quite a bit for us. James Garner is literally like a guy to come into our under-23 squad, which we now have. We just suddenly got given one. Which is good because I've always wanted an under-23 squad, because we have loads of over 18 players in the under-18 squad, so under-23 squad is where it's at now. And that's what we've done so far, basically. The signings that we have brought in have been good signings, especially like Ruben Garcia. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. But you will notice that there are some gaps still, basically, which is a bit of an issue. If we look at the squad depth, we can see that whilst we have an attacking midfielder on the left, we have no one on the right-hand side. Whilst we have one good striker, he's currently injured, Chummer, so we need to get another striker in at some point. We literally have no left-backs. We've got De Silva, who's meant to be midfielder, and he's our best left-back, apparently. So unless we get someone quickly, Alex Pascanu is going to be our first-choice full-back, and he's only good enough for League One, so I'm not too confident about him. So yeah, we've got some gaps in places, and there's a few reasons for that, basically. One, apparently, you can't have more than one loan from one club, which meant that David Green could not come back because we got Coyle first, basically, and then I wanted David Green as well, but he couldn't come. So, and then we couldn't sign him either. We couldn't get a permanent deal for him, so he can't come in. We also had deals for two wingers from Benfica were coming in. Yeah, two wingers from Benfica were coming on the transfer list, but good enough for Premiership. They were like 4-star current ability, and we had a striker coming in from Belarus, of all places that the scouts found, who was good enough for the Premiership. However, because this is Football Manager and there's now Brexit, we couldn't sign them because they weren't full internationals and hadn't played international football recently, and so they couldn't get a work permit, and so we couldn't sign them. And that has been an absolute thorn in my side throughout this entire transfer window. We've had deals done for so many players, but then it turns out, oh no, you can't get a work permit, they're not going to be able to play. So we've had to reject a lot of deals for players that really would have come into the side and made it a very, very decent side, I think. But because we can't get the work permits for them, we can't sign them. Furthermore, I think I'm only allowed 2 loans as well, and I've already got those 2 loan players, so we can't really do any more of those either, which is, again, frustrating. So we have to rely on signing players now, and quite frankly, no one particularly wants to join Lincoln. I mean, how we got Garcia from Real Madrid it is beyond me. I honestly don't know how we've done that, because he is a sick player and will play at a high level. It's just an issue now. I mean, you can see on here, there is so many stuff going on for like contracts and things rejected because we can't get them in, or work permits and things like that. So we're on transfer deadline day at 6 in the morning. This is actually one of the guys that I wanted to sign on the wing. He can play either side, this guy. 1.8 million, and he is amazing. He's 4-star current ability, but we just can't get the work permit for him. So we've put another bid in now, just because maybe we can get a work permit at some point. We'll suggest if we just put up to 2 million instead and go, I don't want to pay a future fee because he's good. We'll accept that. Hopefully he'll want to sign a contract with us, which would be very, very tasty. Apparently our stat just not good enough in the game now, but he did want to sign a contract earlier on in the season, so fair play, Nuno. I should be looking at more deals, but I can't remember who I've decided to sign. Oh, here come a few people now. Now I can't remember if these are staff members or other things. Right, let's look through this then. Fran Beltran is coming in for 3.5 million, £18,000 a week. Central midfielder. Now, is he actually that good? He's apparently leading Championship, but potential for Premier League. We'll see. I'm sure we had a few players coming in central midfield, so we'll have a look. Jordan Holsgrove is a young guy. He's going to go in on the 23 squad, so that is absolutely fine. We can accept that one for him. Oh, Ronaldo Vieira is a player that I desperately wanted, but he's gone to Brentford in the Championship. Why has he gone there? Look at how good he is. He's currently a good Premier League player, could go on to be very, very, very good, but decided he wants to join Brentford instead, on loan actually, rather than leaving West Ham, which is annoying because I really wanted him. Cameron Borthwick-Jackson should be coming in then for 2.2 million. A much needed left back actually. Has potential to be Premier League. Currently good for the Championship, but it's the best we can do right now because things are getting tough. So we're going to accept him, bring him in. He'll start in the Bournemouth game in 2 days' time. Trevor Chalobah, also a player that we tried to sign, has decided to go to Aston Villa instead. He was another centre back that I kind of wanted to get in, but apparently he decided to join Aston Villa instead. So that is really, really frustrating because he's a player that I desperately wanted from Chelsea. Now this one is quite incredible, I think. Sergio Aguero, 34 years old, is about to sign for Lincoln City for 1.5 million on 26 grand a week. I'll take that all day. He's not even that good anymore. That's the thing. He's not even that good. He's currently on a good Championship level, but he's Sergio Aguero and we need another striker, so he's coming in. That brings us back to Beltran then. Basically, I think we're going to have to get him in then, basically, because we need another player in that midfield. So we will accept Beltran as well, and we'll wait for these players to be confirmed to join the squad. So this guy is the guy for the future that's coming in, has a bit of potential. He may do all right. We'll put him in the under-23s though, so move that to there. Borthwick-Jackson comes in as the fullback. He's actually awful, isn't he? Oh, how have we just signed this player? I mean, you saw the scouting. You saw the scouting there. It said he was much better than that, and we've literally spent 2.2 million on a League One player. Oh no. Well, Aguero comes in, first team player, but maybe past his best. We'll not be too worried about that. He comes in as our third best striker, but it's bloody Sergio Aguero. How can he not have Sergio Aguero in your side? Oh, I don't believe it as well. Transfer of Fran Beltran has fallen through because we don't have enough money. I mean, have we spent all our money? We've only got 2.4 million left. Oh my god. This has been an awful deadline day, hasn't it? Like a awful deadline day. We are actually going to get relegated, aren't we? We are actually going to get relegated. Right, we've got to get a left back in. Apparently this guy's come from the scout reports. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if he's actually going to be any good or not. I don't know why I'm scouting him because we can't do any scouting on him. Literally though, apparently he'll come in for £300,000 according to that little scout report. So if we offer 300,000 for him, that makes the other deal that has been awful slightly better. Who is this guy? Hakeem Abdullah. He's not going to get a work permit, so there's no point in me actually bidding for him because he's not got any international appearances. The other guy probably didn't either. I didn't even notice that. And then Michael Jacobs. I don't want him. Player search. Left back. Please. Who's been scouted? I mean, this is the thing. This is the thing. There's no one here that's decent that could sign for us. I mean, this guy, League One quality. This guy is on a free transfer, not even a left back to be fair. And what is he? He's apparently Championship quality, but I'm not sure if I believe that after that scout report for that other guy. Aaron McKenzie, we have offered 10 million for, and they said no, they wanted 21 million for him. So he was a no deal, but he's the one that I really, really wanted. Stephen Kingsley, is he any good? He's good for the Championship. Like, I don't know why I'm complaining about that because it's literally all we can do right now. This guy, Alexander Ledger, League Two. If we switch it to loan, we can't get any players in on loan from England, and then because of the work permit rules, we can't get in anyone from like other countries because they don't play international football. Who's going to let their international footballers go on loan? I like this team. It's called Tom. I mean, I might do a series of them in Russia one day. Tom. That's pretty sick, isn't it? Right, I'm not going to lie. We just found this guy from Copenhagen. He's old, but plays a relatively good Copenhagen side. Apparently, is better in some areas than Cameron Jackson, so I think we'll put a bid in for him as well. He's only 150,000. We'll offer 300,000 because he can't be much worse, surely, can he? Oh, apparently the guy from Copenhagen has only just joined Copenhagen, so he doesn't want to talk to us. And then this guy is, I mean, let's actually compare him with Borthwick Jackson as well. Oh, this guy looks a lot better, actually. If this works, this guy could be our saviour right now. Let's not mess his contract up then completely. We'll get rid of a new substitute fee. We'll remove that and we'll take his contract down to 15,000 a week. We'll see if that is working for him. Not quite working. We'll get rid of that avoid Premier League though. We'll take it down to 17,000. He's fine with that. He's fine with that. He's fine with that. Come on then. So he's accepted that. It's all going through. He's been granted a work permit for some reason. Is he an international player? He's an international player for Australia. Oh my god. I've just seen that. Good championship. To be fair, it's better than what we've already got. Let's just accept it, alright? Let's just accept it. Come on. Come on then. Oh my god, he's actually the best left back we've got right now. He is actually the best left back we've got right now. So he will start. He's woeful, but he will be starting games. Oh, and then we've got to have a quick look for a right winger as well, because I do want to use wingers this season at some points. Player search once again. Edit that. Can we look at right wing? Right wing, please. Okay, right. Who wants to come in on a transfer to play on the right wing for Lincoln City? Now, not him for 15 million. That is not going to happen. He's not actually a right wing. You can see here, he's not actually. Is he any good on the right wing? No, he's not. So why is he coming up, basically? João Philippe is also one of those guys that I tried to get in but couldn't get a work permit for, so that was frustrating. This Colombian guy is Vanarama national level. Why has he got an 80 recommendation then? Why is that a thing? Why has he been given an 80 recommendation? I mean, there is literally no one here that is any good, basically. We'll edit this. Right, pick attributes. Pace, crossing, technique, 17 please. There's actually a few players that are coming up here. Now, if this guy is an international for Slovakia, which it looks like he is, I mean, I don't think these are any good stats though, are they? Are they? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll just make an offer, shall we? We'll make an offer. Oh, apparently there's not enough time. Jesus Christ, there's not enough time. This guy, he's not going to get any deal done because he's not got international caps, neither's that guy. Let's just edit this search a little bit then. Let's take it back down to 15, but also let's add in work rate and teamwork at 15 as well. A few players come up. Again, I'm not entirely sure. He's an international, this guy, so he could join. We'll scout him and we'll make an offer on him. But it's not enough time. We'll just make the offer. I don't think we're going to get a winger in, basically. I think we have run out. The window closes at 5 o'clock. Why is it not midnight as well? This is what I'm. This is. I mean, we're not going to get the deal done. The deal isn't going to be done. I don't want that guy. We're just not going to play with wingers this season, basically. Oh no. And there we go. The deadline has passed. We've brought 12 players in, and personally, I'm not confident. Really, not confident. Right. Squad depth then. We are great through the middle. So really, we need to focus on playing our games through the middle of the park, basically. That is what we're going to have to do this season, which probably means that last season's formation of the Diamond is probably going to be staying, I think. I don't know if his transfer is going to be good enough to keep us in the Premier League, basically. Let me know in the comments what you think, but I'm not feeling particularly confident. Right, join me tomorrow then. We're going to play Bournemouth and Leicester. We're probably going to experiment quite a bit with tactics as well, because I didn't do the friendlies, my assistant did the friendlies, and then, well, we haven't really done the right recruitment either. So recruitment has been a bit limited. So we're going to have to try a few things, I think. So join me tomorrow for Bournemouth and Leicester. Let me know in the comments what you think about the transfers, and make sure you drop a like to show some support for Lincoln, because I think we bloody well need it. So thank you very much for watching today's episode, and I'll see you tomorrow for a slaughtering, I think.